Greetings, Debbie Morton here, and I'm coming to you from the inside of a treehouse. You could probably hear some background noise. It's pouring rain outside, which is why I'm inside, but while I'm here, I'll share with you. There's the bedroom, upstairs, downstairs, we've got a living room and a kitchen area, and yes, it really is a house that is suspended in the trees, and in the next couple of weeks I'll be sharing with you a little bit more about this treehouse and where it's located. The reason I'm filming this short video right now is the video you are about to see was filmed in the Gulf of Florida. My name is Debbie, and a year ago my husband passed away unexpectedly of a heart attack, and I made a decision for the next chapter of my life to sell everything that I own and travel the world as a nomad. I took my Facebook community on that journey through video, and they all suggested that I come over here to YouTube. So I just launched my YouTube channel, which is why I'm filming this clip, because I forgot to do an intro with the video that you're about to see from Florida. We're going to talk a little bit about lucky people when we look around and we see people who seem so lucky. And I'm going to tell you how you can also be lucky in your own life. If you like my content, I am a home-based entrepreneur. I am a widow going through that process. I am traveling the world as a nomad, and if any of this resonates with you and you'd like to follow in my journeys, please hit that subscribe button. I'm brand new here, and so I would love to build up the YouTube community in the same way that I had a Facebook community, and let's all travel the world together and learn some lessons together. So hit that subscribe. If you like my comment or content or videos, you can also like or comment in the comment section, and I do respond to those of you who comment. I'd love to get to know you, and let's go travel the world. Good morning, Debbie Morton here, and this is my very first walk and talk that is actually being filmed specifically for my YouTube channel. Yay, I've done it. I've launched my YouTube channel. And I came out here, I'm on the Gulf Coast. I came out here and watched an absolutely gorgeous sunrise. Yesterday, I had an absolutely gorgeous sunset, and I did this entire video, and I didn't have this little thingamajig plugged into the end of my phone, so the entire video was silent. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit today about luck, but before I do that, I'll share with you where I am. I am on the Gulf Coast of Florida, somewhere between Destin and Pensacola. There is a peninsula that's maybe 17 miles long, and this peninsula is just the finest, most beautiful white sand. I was out here yesterday in the sun. I couldn't even take a picture of myself without my sunglasses. The sun was so bright, my eyes would immediately start to tear up in water. The sand is just like snow. It is that white. There's two other places I've seen where the sand has been this white. One of them is in the country of Anguilla. Not only is the sand this white, but the water is like very, very calm, and it's just this turquoise blue. It's absolutely beautiful. This is equally as beautiful. It's an emerald green. It's just a little bit more waves and ocean action, I guess you could say. And they're both absolutely beautiful. The other place is in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Outside of Alamogordo, there is a national park called White Sands, and it's literally miles and miles and miles. It might be like 12 miles that you drive through this vast desert of this kind of white powdery sand. And what you don't get in Alamogordo, New Mexico is you don't get any water to go with that sand. It's literally out in the desert. So winter might be a better time to go visit, because it was pretty hot when I visited that place not too long ago. I want to talk a little bit about luck, because in my travels, quite often when I'm meeting somebody at an event or sitting next to them at a restaurant, and we start to talk and I tell them about my lifestyle, the fact that I'm traveling the world and living in resorts, one of the things that they will say is, "Oh my gosh, Debbie, you're so lucky." And I don't really feel lucky, and I don't want to tell them that the reason I am able to live this lifestyle is because my husband passed away a year ago. That makes a conversation really awkward and weird, and it changes the excitement in them when they feel they have to extend their condolences. So I don't go there in conversation when I'm meeting people. And they're just like, "Are you traveling by yourself?" "Yeah, I am." "Oh my gosh, you're so brave and you're so lucky." And so I wanted to talk a little bit today about that word luck, because so often we look at other people, we look at their lives, we look at where they travel, we look at the amount of money they have in the bank account, or the car they drive, or the success they have, or the hot body that they're sporting, and we think, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. And the truth is, they aren't lucky. They took actions that got them to a place where they get to enjoy this. And so the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I think that there are 4 things that contribute to what we perceive in other people as luck. Number 1 is lucky people will take risks. This, I guess, I don't necessarily feel like it's a huge risk, but to many people, this is definitely stepping outside of the box, and some people might consider it risky, but lucky people will do things that are outside the box, do things that the average person sometimes won't do. Lucky people will seize opportunity. They may see a business opportunity, they may see a gym that they want to join, they see something, they see an opportunity, and they seize it, and they decide, I'm going to go for it. And then they start to explore that opportunity, and if it turns out that it's a good opportunity, then they get wildly successful from that opportunity. If it isn't what they anticipated, or it isn't what they had hoped for, then they just shut it down and they go, okay, I learned another lesson. That's what I don't want to do in the future, right? So they seize opportunity. And another thing that lucky people do is they go to work. The athletes that you see, the bodybuilders that you see, the successful people that you see, it didn't just happen. They had to take some action in order to have that luck that we all see. And they're not sharing what's going on behind the scenes. They don't share the fact that they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and they work out and they go to the basketball court and they shoot hoops for hours on end, or they hit a tennis ball. They don't share the number of times they're out at the putting range or driving golf balls. They don't share the behind the scenes. What we see is that luck that they seem to have every time they pick up a golf club, or every time they start a business, or every time whatever they do. We just see them as being lucky. And so the reason I want to share this with you is I want you to know that you can be just as lucky as all of those other people around you that you see when you set a goal, when you say, I want to have a certain kind of life. I want to be like Susie. She has like the life that I dream of, or she has the successful business. I want to be like that person over there. They didn't get there because of luck. They got there because they stepped outside the box. They seized an opportunity. They went to work. And it's like whether you work hard or you work smart, you still have to take action. So dream big. Decide what it is that you want. What is it that if others were to look at you, they would go, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. What does that look like? And what is the actions needed in order to get you there? Because whatever it is, I promise you, you can be just as lucky as anyone that you are looking at, anyone that you're seeing when you flip through a magazine, you go through social media, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and you see these individuals. Just know that there was a lot that went on behind the scenes. And they were willing to do the work, they were willing to take the risk, they were willing to seize an opportunity, and you can be that lucky as well. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you next week. By the way, if you like this content, I would love it if you would like the video. It helps the algorithm. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment. And please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me. I'm just starting out on YouTube, and my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of view time. So if you've gotten value from this, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. And with that, I post a video every single week. And I also have a newsletter. There's a lot that I don't share publicly, some behind the scenes things, some things that I recommend. I'm going to try to bring you some discounts. So if you'd like to get my weekly newsletter, there is a link in the description, and you can just trade. I'll trade you. You trade me an email and I will send you a newsletter every week. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend, and we will see you next week. And one last shot of that sunrise. There you go. Bye, everyone.